Yeah, people, it's chaotic. Back at it. It's really good to be back, my people. We're back in the Kenworth W9. I hope that you all will enjoy the live stream. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I know they say you mustn't do it before you give the content. Guys, me up on YouTube long, you know. And it's time enough that you guys see me thing and just know what to do when I see it. Right? Anyway, let's get into the job market. Get a job. And let's run from there. Alright, we need a little something a little further out. Fertilizer. I run the fertilizer. I got some synchronizing problem here. Just now, guys. Let me see what going on with all our trucks. I got some synchronizing problems. Wait, I have to cancel it over. I got some synchronizing problems. Alright, so let's see if we could get back another load because I got some synchronizing problem. Alright, we look like we find out the fertilizer. Let me go again. Unable to sign the contract. Guys, I get some problems. Yeah. Alright. Let me try another load. And if we realize like all the load on them just now work. View current job. Oh, what are you doing? You mess me up. Or? Like guys, like them messing me up, you know. Let me say resume delivery. Alright, you know going through, guys. Going through, right? Right. So let me set up. Let me set up now. The market a play up with me, man. Right, I think we're ready to go, you know. Scratching the tires, guys. I real scratch up the tires, you know. Oh gosh, man. People must have said this man don't know for drive, you know. And I scratch up the tires everywhere. Alright, let's go and pull up on the load, you know. Get problem for get this load, you know. Real problem for get this load. Alright, so we are coupling now, coupling up. Looking good. We need to put on the low beams. We don't have no beacons on this truck. Song will be gone. Tell them I'll come through. And then let's get through the gate. Come on, people. Alright, let me change up the time, guys. I want up the boy. Well, go on. Come on, guys. Sort out yourself. Let people. Oh, accident, guys. Accident. Alright. Have a drive wrong this thing, yeah. Pass through, man. Pass through, you know. Let's pull up and get some weigh-ins. £46,000. Let's keep on running. Let's pull in and get some fuel. $156. Alright, let's get back out on the road. Right up on the side of this thing and get around. I forgot about this direction. I can't remember mine, guys. I think so, you know. As I think I come off of the highway, you know. And come over here, you know. Yeah, I think so. So I think the GPS should recalibrate and tell me where to go. Come on. I could just dive this side, yeah? What you tell me to do? Wait, one dive. Oh, I should have go so. Oh gosh. Guys, we must go the wrong direction. Alright, let me follow the GPS. Should I come up, I should have go the other direction. Because the loop in my background. Have to break the light out. Olanli, welcome to the stream, my brother. What one? Everything good, bro? Yeah, man, I'm trying my best to do. Over put it gently. No day is completely smooth for me, you know, to be honest with you. But I'm making it work, bro. It have to work, you know. It have to work somehow, bro. So with saying that, it's been great. It have to be great, bro. You understand? Because we have to keep this kind of positive attitude, you know, no matter what, you know, bro. Right? Sometimes me really just feel for like give up, but I have to keep the positive attitude, bro. You'll be doing some ATS later, yeah, man. Fire up the truck and start running it, man. You know we do the thing, man. We just have pull loads. What's going on with this man in front? Alright, so I did some ETS this morning. And then I went and run an errand and then I come back home and say, right, let me strike up some ATS. So this ATS could carry right into the top of the hour. I don't know if I will go until 6 or 7, one out of the two. And you know, see how the numbers look. Cause we find the views and them little low these days, but you know what we gotta do, man. We come out here and we just go do whatever they give it. Either give it 2 views, we take it. They give it 20, we take it. They give it 100 and something, we take it. Whatever they give it, we take it. We just have to come out and do the run still. Yeah, win every day, you know. Yeah, some days we have to lose. Right? where I'm going. Trust me. Let's try something. You know. I'm feel say the flag there somewhere around the corner. Yeah. I even know. Oh, go on. Oh gosh, guys, I messed this up. I'm going here just now. Oh, the flag. Where am I supposed to drop off load? Guys, man, I know, you know. Go back to the truck and see. Yeah, but the flag there somewhere around there. I'm off to go the next side. Alright, guys, I feel I have to go the next side. Oh, 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 oh. Broke up my grill. I have to go the next side. I'm in reverse and go all the way then. I look crazy in this. Watch out me after. I ever see more madness. Let me go get this in here. In this spot, the couple wants to be careful. How good still, man. Don't worry yourself, brother. Don't worry yourself. Good thing is a virtual thing. A little scratch on the truck. That's a small thing, a virtual thing, this, man. Even a real life would have cry. This just costs a little in-game currency and everything good still, man. That's the beauty about simulation. It don't cost you nothing. But make all the mistakes here, it's okay. Don't know so we're not perfect already. We are normal drivers, man. We don't know pro thing, you know. I never claim to be either. I just come out here and just try my best. We run some nice loads. Sometimes we get through, sometimes we don't. What is? Window rower. Alright, so we're gonna carry this. I'll go up in Kansas. Alright, I have to find where this load is. It look like they're down in the corner where we come from. Under. Not too sure, you know. I am not too sure, you know. Yeah, man. It look like they're right down in that corner there. I told you come out. Alright, you're ready to hit the road, guys. Ready to hit the road. Let's change the time. Right. So as soon as the gate go up, start bubbling again. On the handbrake. Stay over here until the other side clear because my truck will end up across the track. You know what that? Next thing trains have to pass. Right. So you could go over now. Right, go straight over there. Truck look clean, you know, guys. Watch your truck, you know. Truck look clean. Right, so we in the yard, we in the yard. Oh, guys, it's behind them boxes. I'm gonna have to park up this thing, and oh gosh, and why they come and put this big load here? I mess up the angle, you know, bro. Yeah, I mean, no, it's behind them half one. Watch. That story that they're writing on my angle, I have to go down them, man. So definitely, me couldn't even try doing this from inside. I wouldn't make it. You see, we could get in from outside. Still gonna be difficult for me. Cause I mess up my angle, you know. Alright, so we kinda got off a little. We just need to kinda try to straighten up the load a little. No, I forgot too much off angle. Let me see if we could bring it back from this side. Might be able to. Oh, watch a box to the right now. Wait a minute. Right up in this spot. Let's decouple the load. Compact tractor, I never see this. I never carried this before. I want to carry this compact tractor. Look like a nice little D tractor either. Alright, let's go and load up here now, you know. Let's find the flag. Where the flag there? Alright, I see my tractor, guys. I see my tractor. They're down below the shed there. Alright, let's hit the road now. Jerome, welcome to the stream, my brother. Go on, brother. Everything good? Alright, let's keep on running. Everything level, my brother. Yeah, and we keep on grinding and things too. Like the truck, yeah man, the truck is fire, man. Yeah man, the build clean like that, you know, bro. Watch it, you know. That blue is sweet, you know. It clean. Yeah man. Just me, brother. Alright, let's pull aside for some fuel. Right, we have to go around to look at this parking. Oh, I wonder if this in. Oh boy, guys, me don't know if me could get this in here. This is this narrow park, boy. Jeez, guys. Oh boy. I wonder if me could do this. It's gonna be difficult, yeah. Tell her you straight, you know. Gosh, my front don't look like he going on touch the barrier already. Watch on. See, we line up, you know. We line up for going in, you know. But let's see what going on there. Let's see if we could get it. Look like we might get it, you know, guys. Watch it there, you know. What? Guys? Watch it, you know. I have to go easy. I kind of graze with my bumper on the fence, but it's alright. We'll get it in. I'll go fast. I'll go slow. Slow and easy. Easy does it, man. Yeah. We get it in, you know. The copy the load now. Looking good. I didn't think I would have get it in one, you know. That is why you must never give up. Right, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be back. I thank you guys for staying until I come back. Appreciate it. Right, so let's get back into the truck and let's go and get another load to run with. Had to stop for a little water break. Wet my throat a little. How much hours we into the stream now? 2 hours in. Right, so we might lucky to squeeze 2 more hours out. right? We're back in the external. So far, we're not doing too bad. We're running nice. We're running cool. You know what I mean? Work truck. I could carry the work truck. We don't get to carry that often. So we go pull that. Alright, let's hit the road now, guys. Michael Lee, welcome to the stream. What one, brother? Everything good? Yeah, man, thanks for the hearts and stuff, bro. Everything good? Everything level. Just pulling some loads, you know. I try to pull a truck, you know, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, the C16 raw. Oh, the C16 again, mad. Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. You know, we just fighting it as usual, brother. You understand me? The battle is not for the swift, bro. It's for who endure to the end. And we enduring it, you know. We enduring everything what they're throwing away. They're throwing it away and we enduring it. We're going, brother. We're not stopping, you know. Yeah, man, everything good, brother. Everything good, man. Yeah, we only stopping for gas, man. Yeah, brother. We only stopping for gas up and go more. Yeah, they have to know that too. Yeah, brother. You know the thing, you know, brother. You know the thing set, man. You know how me do the thing, man. You come wrong long enough to know how me do it, man. Yeah. We're not stopping, man. We're just going. Even when nobody now watch our come out still. And I still do it hours. We still have put in with hours, not care what. Once the PC and the internet up, and the current there too. Them are the three things we need. PC, internet, current. And we here. You follow me, brother? And say, yeah, Lord. Yeah, bro. Watch me now. All the obstacles and them, we push them out of the way, you know. We're not there in that obstacle thing there. When they come out, we push them out. Straight. You understand me? Yeah. Oh, you know that one there? Yeah. We know that one. That's a classic by Luda. Yeah, that's a classic, bro. Just move and get out the way, man. You understand? Get out the way, man. That is a classic by Luda. That means you're about long time. For you to know that song there about long time, brother. Cause them song there, if me mention that song to a younger person, I don't think they would know that song. Yeah, that's an iconic song, bro. Yeah, man, them are the songs that me grow up on, bro. Them are the songs. Them in them days, so. I was at my prime, bro. Running the streets red with a yellow sunny. Me had a yellow sunny back then, a B11, if you know what it's a B11. I run the street red, had a little bit of music in it. The music wasn't so mad up, but it used to sing alright. And all them tune them, yeah, my cuz used to there run and play hard. So I know them tune there, bro. I know them. Man say back when music was good. You are so correct, bro. You are so correct. All them things what them produce now is crap. I don't like none of them. I listen them just because I still like music of it. You see, music itself, I like music. But to rate them, even if I rate any of them new thing them I bring out now against the older thing, they can't stand up, bro. They're not getting no substance. Most of them not getting no substance. As at time moaning and groaning, and some of them you don't even, oh gosh, you don't even know them as several. You understand? Set and mumble this and mumble that and eat up words and man. In our time it was bad, but it was now, bro. It was now. But me just listen to them because me like music. I'm a person that like music. So me still go listen to what they have put out. Some of them sound good, you know. Some of them what they put out good, but they cannot class. The quality of the music, number one, cannot class to the old time quality. And the content in the music them, it can't match up. The music has no content. Right? You could listen a whole song and get nothing out of it. And not even understand what the person really are talking about. What the storyline, what am I saying about? What the inspiration in it? Nothing. You listen a whole song and when you're done you're like, alright. Man try to understand what you said and you can't get it. You cannot get it. 90s country was the best. Man say late 80s. Country music. Yeah, what me not like about country music. Country music is too sad. So I never was a kind of country music, man. That country music too sad. Everything in country music, you lose something. Something break up, something get away, something. Oh gosh, man. One and two of them gonna be about some love story, but most country music back then are some depressing thing. Somebody take away somebody thing and somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody can't go on because of something and bro. So me never to embrace country music. Or probably me must used to just hear the depressing country music and then. I don't know. But I like when they mix the country music with the rap. I find that the song mad. So I mean like that, like a countryman sing on a rap beat, that the song sick. Real sick. I like to hear that. That fusion there. So nowadays country music I just bought divorce and getting drunk. You see what I tell you? But they're not stray far from the part because as I tell you, country music always had this depressing thing about it. You understand me, brother? So it's like, I don't know, like they build it for depressed people. See? So you know, sometimes when you're depressed and you want to listen to something to make you feel better, sometimes it's the depressing music that make you feel better because you don't feel like if the person who's singing the tune understand what you are going through, so you don't listen to music for that. So that man say like most country people always have some kind of bad experience. You follow me? One and two of them is about love, but if you check it out, the majority of the catalog is about some depressing thing. And sometimes, me not like to feel depressed, so me never embrace country music too much. For that reason. I prefer, like, if you want to feel depressed, I listen to any depressing music, I prefer to listen like R&B and slows or rap. If it's there's a angry rap, I go listen to that. Country music, that are different level of depression. That's a brother, if you embrace that, trust me, that could make you go in some dark places. So me feel you're gonna be safer listening to depressing R&B and rap, not country music. That gonna drive you a little further over. So me stay away from that. Ah boy. Like R&B, yeah man, R&B was real nice. You know they really don't sing R&B anymore, right? But R&B was real nice. You know what I mean? For them depressing days, bro. You know, and you know the women and them, to me, like in the R&B section, like the woman and them used to sing more of the depressing music and them. But some man will always do them some wickedness. You understand? To me, like the fellas and them used to. The fellas and them used to have some too, but to me the fellas and them songs used to more full of love. And the women and them used to always have the depressing stories in an R&B. Right? But nevertheless, me could have still vibe with it too. You know what I mean? Me look Tony Braxton and them kind of things there, so yeah, me could have vibe with that, brother. You know, Mariah Carey. Yeah? Fantasia. Who else? Me the kinda like oh gosh, what is the other name? Ashanti, you know, but Ashanti was a mixed bag. Ashanti, 1 and 2 songs was great and the rest was really not so favorable. Ashanti was kinda. See? Sierra, good music. Who else? R&B artists. But they like Usher too. Usher bring out some mad R&B back in the day, you know, bro. For everything. What I mean, like Usher had a very good catalog. If you want depressing music, you get it. If you want love tune, you get it. If you want dance tune, you get it. If you want, Usher had a nice catalog of music. See? Right, my brother wanted to so love R. Kelly. R. Kelly was a bad R&B singer too. I just know when me kind of watch music look funny, but he was a bad R&B singer. You understand me, bro? You understand? So, gone are them days, man. You're not gonna R&B again. That genre, they do away with it. What's my favorite music? Bro, dancehall, my brother. Dancehall. Right after dancehall, rap. And it's so sad to say, but right after rap, me post soca. When soca supposed to be first because me from Trinidad and Tobago, but we need for do some work on soca, right? For all the people who are listening, yeah, we need for do some work on soca, but soca have a lot of potential, bro. Soca could be a mad genre, but we just not willing to push soca forward. I see soca being as big as dancehall, you know. But we just not putting the work, bro, in a soca. Soca hit and miss thing, bro. It at that time it was heading in a nice direction with soca when me see soca they are gonna go mainstream, and then all of a sudden we just slow up the thing and the thing just start fizzle out. So soca third pan my list. You understand? But it should be first pan my list because I'm from here and we're supposed to love the culture. You understand? But me like how Jamaicans push dancehall, you know, brother. Dancehall is a thing we push, you know, brother. The dancehall is a thing we not stop, you know. And why me say dancehall big is because all way back in the past and all now, they still R&B and rap people still sample dancehall thing, you know. They sample dancehall all the time. You understand? They have to come back and sample dancehall because dancehall great, bro. Dancehall great. I tell you straight, bro. Right, so let's go and pull up and park up the load. Gosh, so far the back there. What trouble is this, man? I don't realize so far the back there, you know. What trouble? Something like close, line up close, you know. Let's see me go kind of zoom in here for. See me go get this. Alright, it's going to be on the edge, but once it take it, we'll leave it. Alright, it take it, we're leaving it right there, you know. Watch this, you know. I left it right there. The cup. Alright, we're looking good. Anta. Let me see the time we have this. So let me see. Boom. No, let me check something a little shorter. 8 hours are not bad. We got another planter going to Jackson. We go work with that. Work with that. Right, so look we load right there, so you know. Right, let's hit the road. Let's hit the road. Right. Let's change out the time, you know. Thanks for the hearts, you know. Yeah, man. No, we do the thing, you know. And keep on running. Fire star, one, brother. You're good. Everything level. Everything level, my brother. We're still out here pushing the truck, my bro. Come on, brother. What do, man? Oh, alright, that is why he mashed the brake. Oh, this. I'm going up here with them police. Yeah, man, big up yourself too, man. Thanks for supporting the channel, my brother. I know you always come through. Once you see me up around, you come through, man. Enough thanks there for that, my bro. Answer indeed, yeah, man, for sure, brother. I have to acknowledge the real, you know, bro. We have to always do that, you know, bro. The real people and them support right through, no matter, bro. You understand me? And they come out because they love what I'm doing. They don't come out because they have something, they want to get something. And even if you want to get something, if it's information, fine. We gotta spread the information. Once we have the information, we're not stingy with the information. We give information once we have it. Right? But if you come on any kind of malicious thing, we have a problem with that, though. See? So all the real and them, we must acknowledge the real, bro. Can't disrupt the real people, man. Pastor, how long you come out? About a year now? You come out on the channel? About a year? You make a year since you come on the channel? Or this Christmas gonna make it about a year? Man say yeah, it's about a year. Yeah, you see my memory not too bad because it should be something like that. Yeah. And that is a good decent while, you know. Anybody who debout for about a year watch me, that's great, bro. You understand me? Because enough live me do and most of my live them you just come through. See? So like I know YouTube does send out the notifications to everybody, so you know, you're not gonna see every single live me do, but most of them, like about every other live me see. You understand me, brother? And that's a lot of support. That is a lot of support. See? And I have a big you up for that, brother. Thank you very much. Because you know, it's just 2 more months before the year closing, you know, bro. And I think if I'm not mistaken, on Christmas Day, the channel could be about 5 years old on Christmas Day. Yeah. So we're about quite a while now. Next year, this year so far, some of the things I wanted to happen on the channel did not happen. I hope I could bring some of it through next year, but this year, me flop this year, bro. I had a lot of plans that never materialize this year, but yo, trust me guys, this year been rough for me, been real rough. I hope next year wouldn't be so rough, but I hope me could get me act together and start for do some things I've been planned for do this year, next year. This year really was rough for me. I'm not telling no lie. Right, but I'm gonna see as best as I could do to bring through some of them plans for next year, because the beginning of the year I said I was supposed to add some games, none of them not. I not had no games. Because I was thinking about farm sim. But I said I had to get a controller for that. I not get the controller, I not had farm sim. I wanted to add a bus sim too. But well, a good thing me hold on that one because for sure we jump in and bust DLC for ETS. When ETS bust DLC drop, we there on it. We on it because we want a bus sim. So we on that for sure. So I'm not too vexed about the bus sim, right? But I should have at least add farm sim to the catalog. And I did not. It had some other things I wanted to do in the background too. I didn't do. It's all well and good still, man. We still make a lot of strides. So, I'm giving thanks to the things that I could give thanks to. Let me stop moving and complain about the things that we don't get through with. Hopefully next year, you'll get through with some of them things. Oh gosh, what am I doing now? Oh gosh, man. What do you? Oh god, what crazy driving now? I will put them stone there. Alright. Mad of foolish. Let me go right. Man say 100%. Yeah man, well, for sure you know. Firestar, that what me said to you know. Me said 2026 am my year too, you know. Me said that to you know, brother. No you alone, you know, brother. You just right now you just echo what me don't know, you know. Trust me, brother. I said 2026 are different, you know. You understand me, brother? And trust me, once everything straight same way, we are come out harder for 2026, you know. We are come and push it for 2026, you know, brother. Because me have to make it for 26. Trust me. Have to make it, bro. Yeah, man, you have to listen to me now. Firestar, everything started a dream, you know. Everything started a dream. I remember when I had a dream to just have a PC. And I have it now. I remember when I had a dream just to start a channel. And me there 5 years now. See, I remember when I did not have a little motor vehicle to push on the road. That was a dream too. And it come true. Everything started a dream, bro. Yeah, say, bro. And people don't start, but a man go here, a man talk about something about, yeah, dream, but you have to dream. If you don't dream, nothing happen for you. You have a dream, bro. Them AMP fellas who drive Lamborghini right now, them never know they would have been driving Lamborghinis. The other day, I watch Duke Dennis pop a video say he run in a dealership and buy a brand new Lamborghini again because he hydroplane his last Lamborghini and mash him up. Me don't even know he mash up the Lamborghini. Because I don't too follow them fellas closely, but whoever come up on my timeline, but any of them I watch it. So when I see boom, I see Duke go back in the dealership and I watch Lamborghinis again, I say wait, Duke go add another Lamborghini to his fleet. And he was like, nah man, me run my hydroplane, the green one, and mash it up. See? And the man said, look, at that time I couldn't even afford one. Look, I go buy two. I broke up one and go buy another one. He had to have a dream. See? And this is a woman I like, me hate people. Oh gosh, I shouldn't use that word there. I retract that one day. I dislike people who kill dreams. You see people that kill people's dreams, stay away far from them. Stay away far from them because those people will make sure you don't go nowhere in life. Anybody around you, Firestar, that you realize every dream you get they push it down, stay far away from them. Don't entertain them at all. Don't care who it is. Because they can well stop your dream and your blessing too. Because everything starts with a dream. You know what I tell you? Man said dreams do come true once you believe in it. Yeah. Well, the thing about it is this. You know what makes some people dream don't come true? Because all they do is dream. So you could, when I say that, this is what I mean. You could have a dream and you decide to be proactive towards it. So, you want to be a creator? You don't just want to be a creator and never start. You have to start. You can start off bad, but you have to start. You understand me? You have to find out what the necessary things, forget what the necessary things to do, and you have to start. You follow? But if you're just a dream and it's a senseless dream in the sense oh, you know, me want to do this and me should do that and and you're not even getting up to make one move towards it. You're dreaming in vain. You're not dreaming correctly. So if you want to buy a Lamborghini, look at them fellas, you have to start to walk towards the dream. What can I do to make me accumulate the funds to be able to afford one of those? Whatever it is. You understand? Whether it be getting into real estate, stock market thing, content creation thing, starting up some business some way. So if your dream is a Lamborghini, you cannot get a Lamborghini by wishing for it. That's a lot of money. What that costs? So now we have to decide, hey, what I could get into to get one. Even though I'm gonna say like striking for just like doing something in order to buy a Lamborghini, it's kind of foolish, yeah, but it nevertheless is a dream, right? I'm gonna say strike for doing something that's gonna be great, and in turn you're gonna be able to buy the Lamborghini. But me just say some people I saw they got gym. They just got really want the Lamborghini itself. They now got to think about, listen to me, I first start a business to get big and then that will come. See? But I'm saying that these guys start low too. They start with a gym because I listen to them talk a couple of times well and they're like, yo, they remember when they couldn't do this and when they couldn't do that and when they that stream from some crusty apartment and this, that, the other and all kind of thing, and you know, you have to start somewhere. See? But once you start, once you keep on working at the gym, it can come true if you work at it. See? So to all the dreamers out there, dream, but work at the dream too. If you're only dreaming and you're not working at it, we have a problem. Right? Because the dream most likely will not come true because you're not working at it. You have to work at it. Get the dream, work at the dream. And you're gonna succeed at it for sure. Right, we could keep on running. We get enough here. Keep on running. Right, that wasn't too bad, you know. That's the couple. Yeah, let me look for one more load. One more solid load and we should be good. See how much hours we into the stream. 3 hours into the stream. Looking good. Yeah, man. Have to keep the work up, you know. Keep the wheels turning, you know. Right, let me see what else we could pull with this song. How much that about 3 hour run. It was something a little further than that, you know. Let's see what this song. 8 hours. Alright, let me check this one, you know. Alright, we go run with this 4 hours 6 minutes. This look better, right? So I'll go revert on with this. Yep. That work better. And then when you carry in that load there we go call it. That should be enough time. Alright, where we load then now? We want locate the load then. I see my load. I see it now. The ban is blocking me from seeing the whole map. Right, so let's just hit the road here so now, you know, man. I say you watch something or going in a Guyana, some opening or some place. I don't even know the name of that place, bro. Alright. That's great, my brother, that's great. Now keep yourself current with everything that take place in the Caribbean. It's the biggest in the Caribbean. Oh, it's a river. It's a river. Yeah, Guyana got some big river. Me went to Guyana once, you know, bro. Me went to Guyana once, and when the man tell me, look the river there, me swear it's a sea, you know, bro. Guyana have a massive, massive river, you know. What we have in Trinidad and Tobago, what we don't call river is really streams, you know. Guyana have a massive river. Run down, me go say run down the center, as a matter of fact. If that are the center at all. You understand? So, me understand what you talk about. Me see it before, because I went there. Right? If I the same river, could be a next river. But me could say the river huge. There is some huge river. Chinese like 4 years for build it and the opening today. Alright, that's great, man. That's great. I hope there is a dam or something for them to get clean water. Cause one thing me not like about Guyana, the water very bad. The water dirty, bro. They need some good purification, water purification systems in Guyana. See? I was very shocked that me go over there and like nothing actually not come out of my skin, bro. I'm a man where any little thing come out of my skin, bro. And when we went there, the water, oh gosh. The water, them water, when we have dirty water in the pipe, that is them water, right? You understand me? So, me hope that whatever river story there for them to get clean water and purify the water better. So that they could make the living standard come up. See? Because if one thing could turn you off of them, that seeing that color water there. Trust me. With the Chinese and them, I say give the Chinese and them any project for do and they do it. Yeah, China people innovative, you know. China people innovative, you know. See, I see some Uber, I think when Speed went to China. You know, see the people them got train and pass through a building on the side of a mountain. China people crazy, bro. And then it's at a place where the fella carry the man and the man stand up there and the man ask him, where your failure is? You the failure there on the ground? The man say, yeah, it look like I would have on the ground. He said, come, walk over to the edge and watch over. When the man does son, watch over, bro, if you see how high up there. You understand? Bro, China people crazy. And the bill, watch me. From there, the bill go down in the valley too, you know. Man, crazy. China people innovative like that, man. They're crazy. They're sick. You understand me? Innovative. Nobody can beat them with innovation. They're crazy. You understand me? So I understand how they could do whatever they do because they're different. They're different. When we sleeping, them walking non-stop. Yeah, the people and them different, me tell you. Chinese people different, you know. If you give them a deadline, you say, I want this then. They're making sure they deliver it then. They deliver it when they say I want it. They deliver it, bro. Once they're not gonna wake up, nobody can keep them back. They're delivering it. Once they both day and night, yeah. Them is some different people, bro. It have some race of people. I don't really want to call them out, but you have some race of people. They're serious out here. They're not out here for joke, you know, bro. To me, I feel it's only we alone out here for joke. Them not out here for joke, bro. Anything to do with them and the people, they're serious at the things they do. And they're serious at how they project themselves to the world. You understand me? They don't play with that. You understand me? They have a standard and they keep the standard, bro. They're not like we, bro. We are no standard, bro. We like to walk to everybody else's standard, bro. We're different. Here to knock us, but that's how we stop. And then we want to wonder why nothing now walk for it. We don't have no standard. Everybody's standard is we standard. When these set of people, they set their own standard and run with their own standard. Them standard is them standard. So if them standard is for do certain things and act certain ways, them will let you know, hey, this is we standard. That's how we operate. See? Not we. We like to operate to everybody else's standard. We not operate to our standard. We not no standard. See? It is what it is. I mean by if they could build a bridge from Trinidad and Tobago. By they build bridge at longer than the distance here. From Crown Point to Toko, they could more than build that. That is not no feat what they can't do. They build bridges over water longer than that, bro. What you tell me? People do that, they do that in the world already, brother. But listen to me now, bro. They even a pass tunnel underwater, you know, not get tied up, you know. You don't want, brother, if they don't want to build a bridge, they can dig a tunnel. They can dig a tunnel from Trinidad to Tobago, you know, and get you a drive underneath there, you know, bro. Don't get fooled, you know, not get wax, you know. They do what going out here, you know. Let me tell you something, they just don't want to do it. I tell you straight, they don't want to do it. So that not no for say well cannot be done. That is not true, bro. There are places in the world where them things they happen. Right? But as I said, we don't walk to we standard. We not gonna no standard and how we don't walk to. So we can't vex when we see other people or do things that we not do. We can't vex, bro. See? Because like I feel it's a culture thing, to be honest with you. Right? Them people that because me watch them, you know, they come here right here where we is. And me watch how they operate. See? They don't mingle with we, you know. You ever notice that, my brother? They don't mingle with we, you know. They come here and they come here on a purpose. They come here, they open the Chinese restaurant and they just do their business. They just do their business, they just mind the business. And that's all them do. Do the business, mind the business. Me never, well at least in Tobago, I could tell you, me never hear no Chinese person get mixed up in a no stupidness. I never hear about it. If it happen, me never hear about it, no way. See? Why? Because me notice that they don't mix. Me notice that they don't mix. The only time me see them in other place I work and outside of the place I work, the next place me see them is if me there in a place I pay a bill. They really don't socialize. They don't socialize. They're not depend it. They depend on mission, bro. And I just saw they work when they come in your country for do a work too. They come in your country for do a work, for do a building, for do a this, for do a that. They depend on mission, bro. They not come here and they off the mission, bro. Man, we could learn a lot from these people, bro. We could learn a lot from these people. So you said they go work for less money and don't complain. Me tell you that they're on a mission, bro. That's why you have to understand. That's what people doesn't understand. They just depend on a greater mission. For them it's not about it's really it's really not about the money itself. It could be building a relationship. So they want so that you gonna call them back. They do one job for you, they do it cheap, they do it good. You're going to call them back. You're going to put aside your people and call them back. You understand me? And you're gonna do that until a day you can't pay them for something what they do for you. And that is how it works, bro. And then sooner or later there is some place and in your country where you self cannot work because it's owned by them. Because in order for you to pay for all the things them you took, you have to give them that piece of land there. See? Now what me I say a basement and researcher me see, somebody make a documentary about it. Right? And these things do happen. It do happen. It now happen every way. And even if, right? Even if they not do that, right? They want to be the leading people for innovation because it's important that they lead in our innovation too. See? So people doesn't understand sometimes. Oh gosh, I was watching something the other day and they was explaining that same concept. It's a business term. I can't remember the right term, but it's something like lost something they call it. I can't remember the exact term, but it's like this. You're going to sell some items to lose because there is some other item they want to gain by. So it's like they said the reason why they put the cheese and the milk them way down in the back, certain things that they know you're going to want in a supermarket, because they want you to walk through and see the things and them where you really do want. You might see something that you don't really want, but as you see it, you're going to say, I never seen this before, let me buy this and try this. We really come in there for milk or cheese or something that is a necessity. You follow? So they put the certain things in a certain areas. It's the same concept. So these people they come and they will do some jobs and loss at it. The people them here will not do it because they're going to say, we're going to bust, we're going to lose. But them don't mind losing because they know you're going to call them back. And you call them back on the second whammy, they might hit you a shot. Or on the third whammy, or they might decide that they want something. As I say, when you call them enough time, they do enough things and eventually you can't pay and they say, listen to me, alright, we could square that. Don't worry yourself. You give me that piece of thing there, that piece of land there. And you're gonna give them it because you have to square off the deal. And that's how the thing work. Right? So these people are not foolish people. These people are very smart people. Right? They understand a lot what we not understand about life and about business. That's why I watch them very closely. Them and some other races. I don't really want to call up too much of races because they're going to start to say, me I talk about racial stuff. Right? But it have some other people to be smart, some other native people to be. They're very smart. They are business people. They do things that make sense. They start off with one little thing here. All of them live one place like an extended family. They pool their resources and they work together. And they do make it. All of them does make it. But no, we, the people like we want to make it by ourselves. We in a family structure and still want to make it by ourselves. It's crazy, man. So you have to understand what's going on out here. Once you understand it, you could understand it. But plenty people don't understand it, so they can't understand it. You follow me, bro? So I saw the thing set. We have to close off. screen. Right. Shut off the truck. The couple the load. Guys, me not like for talk too much. I think will make sense, you know. Cause it does go over a lot of people head. See? Anyway, alright, we finish the job excellent. Collect $10,653 on the account. Thank you all for coming to the live stream. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, don't forget to big up yourself.